in the world. What you consider to be the most beautiful place in the world where there are no worries and no problems. It may be the forest, it may be the seashore, it may be a meadow. Whatever you consider to be beautiful and peaceful. Can you find a place like that?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
It's my people's house. Outside,
Mm-hmm.
I like to sit outside on the porch.
Yes. And what do you see as you're sitting outside on the porch?
I see um the big tree in front of the house and
Yeah. Yes.
us the swing
Mm-hmm.
and his shed
Yes.
and the bird bath
Yeah.
and there's an old like chicken coop and um a lake. It's like it's not a lake, it's a pond.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear birds.
You hear birds. Oh, beautiful.
It's
And
gonna kill me to give this house up.
can you repeat what did you say?
I said it's gonna kill me to sell this house.
Mm-hmm. It remains your most beautiful place in your heart and and in your mind. And you can always recreate it when you need it.
Yes.
No worries in a place like that.
Mm-hmm.
The very first thing you see down there below you, or the very first impression that you have as you come back down to the surface.
Mm, I don't really feel or see anything.
Do you feel that you're still on the cloud?
No.
Have you felt like you were coming down somewhere?
Yes.
So you are somewhere, but you don't feel anything. So let's sit here where you are and start to focus on your inner feelings of what you're experiencing right now. What thoughts come to mind?
Outside.
Outside?
Mm-hmm.
Outside. So outside, is that something you feel you are in or something you long for?
I feel like I'm still outside.
You're outside. If you were to imagine around what you see, what would you imagine right now that would pop up in your mind about what is outside right this minute?
Mm, I don't know if I'm like making it up or not.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What comes first to mind is
Like
what comes to you.
green.
It's green, yes. What else? Try to imagine what you're feeling under your feet. Do you feel anything?
Grass.
This is grass. So you're surrounded by grass and you're standing in the grass. And as you're standing there, what emotions or what feelings come to mind?
Peaceful, I guess.
It could be peaceful. So let's go with peaceful. And peaceful, what do you associate this feeling right now? What comes to mind when you think about being in a peaceful environment, standing or sitting on the grass right now?
Mm, I'm not used to it.
You're not used to it. That is a new feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So are you enjoying the ability to feel the grass under your feet?
Yes.
It is nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a few steps in that grass. And as you do that, look around and tell me what starts to appear around you suddenly that you didn't see before. You're slowly getting accustomed to be standing on the grass, enjoying the feeling of walking on the grass. And it feels so good. So much peace, so much calm, so much enjoyment to ground yourself in that grass. How is it now? What's happening?
Mm, I'm getting discouraged because I'm not getting anything.
You don't need to worry and try hard to do anything. We're gonna do something else. Now we're going back to that scene and where you're standing on the grass. Do you still see the grass area around you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now leave that scene and let's move forward to another place, a place that you consider meaningful and important where something is happening. We have now moved forward to a meaningful and important day and place that is meaningful to you. What is happening? What do you see? So tell me now, what are you experiencing?
I'm at my grandparents' house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm little.
Yes.
I was
Beautiful.
so happy.
Yes. You are so happy now being at your grandparents' home. Can you look around and tell me what you see?
It's where I'm at. I'm at right now. But
Yes.
they but they were here.
Mm-hmm. How old are you? It is
Like
so. Mm-hmm.
like 7 or 8.
Yeah. Isn't it wonderful? What are you doing now?
I'm getting different like flashbacks of different.
Yes, can you walk me through it so I can share it with you?
Um, let's see, me and my sister playing Barbies.
Yeah. Which Barbie do you have?
Um, the the only Barbie I played with.
Yeah. So, are you dressing her up?
We made houses and towns.
Oh, cool.
We had a bunch of furniture and clothes, and
Mm-hmm.
we made beds out of towels, and
Yeah.
we, we turned my papa's room is really big. It's the biggest room in the house, and
Uh-huh.
we turned that whole room into a town.
That is so wonderful. It must be fun to play with that. And now, can you tell me a little bit of what happens next? You've been playing with your Barbie for a while, so what do you do next?
This I smelled dinner.
Oh, that is great. Let's go for dinner. Okay, it's dinner time. So, what is it for dinner?
Chicken spaghetti, I think.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Do you like it?
It's my favorite meal.
Oh, who prepared it?
My granny.
Thank you, Granny. That is so cool. So you're all sitting together for dinner?
Uh-huh.
Who is there?
My sister,
Yeah?
my papa, my
Uh-huh.
granny.
Yeah? It's beautiful to be all together, right?
Yes.
Yeah, look at that. A good meal with Papa and Granny and your sister. Okay, now let's leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What do you see?
My granny learned a big secret that ruined their marriage.
What is the big secret?
Um, he used to pick up men and like,
Who is the pickup man? Papa?
yeah,
Is the pickup man for what?
like prostitutes and stuff.
Uh-huh. So he
And
he pick up the girls and where does he take them?
now he'd pick up men. It wasn't girls.
Oh, so he pick up men and what does he do with them? What is his role?
He would sleep with them.
Oh,
It broke Granny's heart.
Yeah, she was disappointed. Hmm. But it is okay now because it has happened and we can just forgive and move on. Let's leave that scene now and let's move forward to another important day, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What do you see?
Mm, her funeral.
Granny's funeral?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Can you see her leaving? She's around on spirit?
yeah.
Yeah. Is she saying something to you?
She's smiling at me.
Okay. Is there something you want to tell her now?
I forgive her.
Mm-hmm. You forgive her? What do you forgive her for?
The secret just like destroyed their
Mm.
marriage, and it was my only happy place.
Yes. So
Cause
by her, she
my
did you,
house,
yeah,
uh, my house, like my parents' house, was very abusive,
yeah,
and this was the only place I could go.
yeah. So you were resenting the secret being revealed.
No, she became really mean afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She was hurt, wasn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah. So you forgive her now, right? How do you feel about it?
better.
You feel bitter?
No, I feel better.
You feel better. It is good to understand people's pain sometimes when they learn things that hurt their feelings. So now we're going to leave that scene. Unless you need to learn something else from the funeral of Granny. Do you need to learn something else from the funeral of Granny?
I think so.
Okay, so now let's leave that scene and let's move forward to another important day in this current life, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to another important day. What is happening? What do you see?
Uh, uh, I'm just getting different flashes of different moments.
All right, so let's look at those flashes. Those flashes are meaningful to you. Remember, your guides and spirit guides are bringing to you what you need to know today. So, what are the important flashes that you're seeing from this lifetime?
Oh, the gun situation.
Yes. And as you see that flash of the gun situation, what what is happening? What do you feel?
I'm just reliving it.
You're just what?
I'm reliving it.
Yes. And as
Seeing it
you
happen.
can you describe a little bit of what you experience?
Um, have you ever watched the Peter Pan movie, the cartoon, like
Yeah.
the animation?
Yeah.
Like in the beginning when
Mm-hmm.
I think like Peter Pan, you could see his reflection, like his shadow on the wall in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning.
Yes.
Watching that,
Yeah.
and then he came in.
You can relieve this in a safe place now. You will not have any physical or emotional sensation. You're just going to go through this episode and you can talk about it. You can share with me as you go through this.
He was wearing a white shirt and jeans,
Yes.
and he just walked in and pointed the gun and started shooting.
Mm-hmm. It is scary, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes. And as you are in this place right now, you are seeing these events unfolding, and you can share about every step of the way. And as you do, it comes out of your system. I
okay.
am ready to hear and receive and hold it for you at this moment.
Uh, my mom, well, it, like bullets went into the wall, like above us, and in between the pillows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really surprised neither one of us got shot. I
Mm-hmm.
think I had angels around me.
You were being protected. You and your mom were being protected by the angels. Definitely. And by
I
your.
think she would have died if I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You saved your mother with your angel family. Mm-hmm. Now,
I think,
is there anything
I
you
think,
need?
that,
Yes?
I think that's why I always had to be there during the worst parts.
Yes. You realize how important your presence has been in all these dramas.
And,
Do you see that kind of energy you bring around?
yeah,
What color is it?
I don't know. I thought pink. The first thing I thought was pink.
Pink, yes. Can you see the pink field, biofield around you?
Yeah,
Yes.
like my aura.
Yeah. When you were a little girl, that was the color of your aura? Yes.
So,
Is it the, how is the color of your aura right now?
I think it's still pink.
Yes. And as we move on, now let's leave that scene unless there is more you want to tell me about that scene. As scary as it is there anything else you need to learn about that scene?
I don't think so.
Okay, so now let's leave that scene and let's move forward to another important day. A day that will teach you something, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to a next important day. What is happening?
The last time he jumped on my mom and sister, and me and my sister moved out.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was so mad at me for months for calling my my Gigi and my aunt to come and
Yes.
get us, like, because
Yes.
um they were fighting. So I went out. I followed my sister outside. I
Mm-hmm.
was trying to get her not to get. I was trying to tell her not to get in between because I didn't want her to get hurt. But she
Yeah.
wouldn't listen. So I followed her, and
Mm-hmm.
then I went outside, and then they came back in the house, but the door was shut, so I couldn't go back in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I heard my sister screaming for me to call Gigi.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to do.
It was hard, but you were outside and you could not get in. Is there a reason why you could not get in?
Well, the door was shut.
Yes, but the door was shut for a reason. You just become aware now that the door was shut for a reason. And as you realize now the door was shut for a reason, now the reason is coming to your mind about the reason why you could not get in.
To protect me
Yes.
because he charged at me and my sister got in between us.
Mm-hmm.
So I so I called my. It was like almost 12 when we got. Well,
Mm-hmm.
they came and got us, and
Mm-hmm. So,
um
so the way the events unfolded was meaningful and you were protected again.
uh-huh,
And there's no reason for you to feel guilty about not being able to go back in. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. Do you see that now?
yeah,
Yes. Isn't it wonderful how your angels and guides are guiding your steps along the way every day of your life?
yeah,
You are never alone and you are protected. So now we can leave that scene and let's move forward to another important day, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to another important day. What is happening?
um, I feel like I need to say more about that. See,
Yes, tell me.
so once we got here, my mom was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
They made they made her my aunt made my mom come with us
Mm-hmm.
because she wanted to stay there.
Yes.
And she wanted my brother to stay there, and my aunt said we're not leaving Jalen here.
Yeah.
So you have to come with us. So she was mad. And we got there at like 12, and then My sister, she was really hurt, like
Mm-hmm.
physically she got hurt.
Yes.
And all night I heard them on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
She was back where in the room I'm in now.
Mm-hmm.
And then she got up and tried to sneak out of the house.
Yes.
And Michaela, she was like, "Where are you going?" And me and well, yeah, Kayla was like, "Where are you going?" And Kayla feels like she has to protect mom, so she
Mm-hmm.
would go with her.
Mm-hmm.
But I know what's happened before when mom went back, like the back
Mm.
when where she went back by herself.
Yes.
So mom wanted Kayla to come, and Kayla wanted to go, but I wouldn't let her go.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like we begged her not to leave,
Mm-hmm.
and and I said it's either him or us, and she just walked out the door and left.
Yeah.
She talked to me for close to a year.
Mm-hmm. So she made a choice between you, the kids, her and her husband.
Yeah,
Yeah, and she chose her husband. I okay. And okay, so that is a very deep feeling in your heart about this choice.
I feel like nobody ever chooses me.
Mm-hmm. But your aunt is always here for you, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she has her own family. We're not that close anymore.
Yes, that's understandable in a way. But you are allowed to be in a house when you need to, right?
No, I was at my papa's.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
dropped us off at papa's.
Yes, you dropped us at Papa's. All right. So now, do you feel like you have processed everything you need to process about that episode?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can leave it behind now. Let's leave that scene and let's move forward to another important day in this lifetime, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to an important day in this lifetime. What is happening? What do you see?
Mm. The last time I saw Pepper,
Mm-hmm. What did you say?
huh?
What's happening to Papa?
The last time I saw him,
It's the last time you saw him. Mm-hmm. What's happening on that last encounter?
he was on his deathbed.
Oh, did he say something to you?
He couldn't really talk.
Yes.
We were really, really close.
Yeah. But now today is different. Now you can hear his thoughts and what he would like to say to you. So you just let the words come to your mind about what he was telling you that you couldn't hear with his mind.
He was ready to go.
Yeah, he said he was ready to go.
He was tired. He was old.
Yes.
He wasn't happy. He was miserable.
Mm-hmm. So
He's
now
like,
he's your best friend. Now you can talk to him and tell him how much you love him.
I'll cry too much.
It's okay. It's okay. Your grandpa is around, is with you. It's okay. Let's call him now. I'm calling on Maya's papa. Do, do you feel his presence? Do you feel his presence now next to you?
Yeah.
Yes. So you can talk to him now and say something. What would you like to say?
I love you.
Now listen, pay attention. Listen from your heart and hear what he has to say to you now.
He loves me too.
Yes, he does. Ask him if he's one of your guides. Are you one of Maya's guides, Papa?
I think he's one of my guardian angels.
He's one of your guardian angels. So your Papa is always with you now. So ask him what is the best way to talk to him when you want to talk to him.
Um,
What did you say?
I need to meditate more.
You need to meditate more. So you need to create more silence so you can hear the messages and feel the presence. That is a good insight. So as we're going to move on with this session, your grandpa is going to be around to help us. So now that we have reestablished that connection with him, we can leave that scene knowing that he's still around, and let's move forward to another important day, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What do you
His
see?
his funeral. So angry.
Yeah, you were so angry? Yes. You are angry at his funeral. But now that you have reconnected with Papa, how do you feel?
The funeral was so shitty.
Yes.
They just two of his kids have a lot of money that they
Mm-hmm.
could have paid for it, but they sold all of his stuff to
Mm-hmm.
pay for it. And it
Yeah.
wasn't even planned and set up right. Like the music skipped. It was terrible.
No,
He doesn't care.
he doesn't care. Papa doesn't care. Papa,
Yeah.
once they go on the other side, all this doesn't matter. It mattered to you at the time because you love Papa and you wanted something beautiful for him. But now that you're connected at a spiritual level with Papa, now you understand that all these things don't matter anymore. So now you can let go of all these feelings because there's only love between you and Papa. It's the love that connects you every day and always. Do you feel that now?
Yeah.
Yes. Is there anything you want to explore in this lifetime?
Um,
Let's leave that scene and let's move forward to another important day. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have moved now forward to another important day. What is happening?
I fail.
The day you fell. It's a very important day too. You're going to experience this episode without feeling the pain, any physical sensation. You will be able to talk about it. So tell me about what's going on.
There was too many people around and I had social anxiety. I was trying to get out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wasn't being careful.
Yes.
So I had kept like getting like messages or warnings, and I felt like I was something was gonna happen. I was gonna fall on campus,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't where I thought I was gonna fall. So
Oh.
I was always really careful, and I went the long way to
Mm.
prevent going that way because I was scared of falling that way. But
Yes.
it wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
It ruined my life.
Mm-hmm. So it's a moment of inattention, and you were warned about that fall. So that fall was meant to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yes. So that fall is part of your lifetime experience, isn't it?
yeah.
Yes. What else do
It
you?
it was to push me into my awakening.
Okay.
And
So,
I was on the wrong college path.
mm-hmm. You were on the wrong college path and it was for your awakening. So now you have the answer
I
that you,
was running um
can you repeat again?
I was running out of time.
You were running out of time.
They
So,
didn't want to. They didn't. I feel like my spiritual team or my star family or whoever.
so
Uh,
actually you saving your life. You didn't ruin
yeah,
you didn't ruin your life. You saved your life by falling. That was
I,
the right thing to happen.
they they didn't want to risk being all waking up in time.
Oh, isn't it amazing that we discovered those things and we didn't understand before?
Yeah, it is.
Yes. So this event is meant to be to save you and provoke this awakening. We thank the guides for this insight today.
Yes.
Yes. Now we process this fall and we know it was important for it to happen. So we can move away from that scene, leaving the you from that day to continue on our own path. We can move now either forward or backward to find another appropriate time and place that has information that you need. You are now at another time and place. What do you see? What is happening?
My overdose.
Yes. So you're going to experience this episode of the overdose and you will not have any physical sensation, so you can talk about it. What are you discovering about this episode now? Can you describe it to me?
I was losing control. I was taking too many.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't being careful.
Yes.
And they had to scare me.
Oh, I see. So it was a warning.
And I stopped. I only take what I'm supposed to now.
Mm-hmm. And that is sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So it was helping you. This episode again was showing how much you're protected and taken care of. Mm-hmm. So now that we have understood this, is there anything you need to know about this overdose episode that you haven't seen yet?
No.
Okay. So what we can do now is that we can let drift away from the current lifetime. We're drifting and floating away from that life, leaving the girl there to continue on her own journey, leaving Maya from this lifetime on her own journey. She will find peace. She will find understanding. She will find what she's supposed to find. Well, leaving her there to continue on her own journey, she will find peace. She will find what she's supposed to find. We're leaving her there to continue on her own path. Now I want all of the consciousness and personality of Maya to once again return to the body and fully integrate back into the body. May I speak to Maya's subconscious, please?
Yes.
I have permission to speak to Maya's subconscious? Have I?
I want
Yes?
if it's me or I can't tell.
It's both.
Okay.
I respect the power of the subconscious because I know the subconscious takes care of Maya's body and does a very good job of it. I know that the subconscious has the records of everything that has ever happened to Maya in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes she has ever lived. So I respect the power of the subconscious and I always ask for permission to speak to it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions, subconscious?
Yes.
I know the subconscious could have brought forth many different lifetimes for Maya to see today. You actually chose to bring forward this life for her to see. Why did you pick that lifetime?
It's the only one she needs to worry about.
What does she need to worry about?
Well,
Can you
the
repeat?
other one,
Can you repeat again because it was breaking?
the other lives don't matter.
The other lives don't matter. That's what I figured. So, can you explain to us what is important in all the episodes you allow Maya to revisit today? We sort of brushed through it, but we would like to hear it from you, why you chose to bring those episodes from this lifetime back to her.
She never dealt with the stuff.
Yeah. Do you think we dealt with them better today?
Yes.
Yes. Is there something specific you want to tell her about this lifetime?
It's almost over.
It's almost over. Ah, that must be um, a big statement here. So I want to ask you Maya's questions. And what did the gun situation and the domestic violence she had that Maya went through had to teach her something? Why did she choose those lessons?
To forgive.
To learn to forgive?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Did she know any of the people in this life, in her past lives?
Mm. I want to say her pimple,
Yes.
her hair gonna.
Was it important, her interaction with Papo in a matter of forgiveness?
She she never held it against him.
So she was able to forgive any of his wrongdoings.
Mm-hmm.
Does, as Maya learned the lesson of forgiveness in this life already?
She's working on it.
She's still working on it? Okay. Is there a way you can help her to accelerate the process?
Her she needs to forgive her dad and her grandma on
Yeah.
her real dad's side.
Yes. Can you help her do that? Can you show her the way to do that in a quick way?
Reply when they reach out.
Yes. Do they reach out sometimes?
Yes, and she's been ignoring them.
Mm-hmm. So she still has to reach out to them. How can she reach out to her grandmother?
She's been trying to call and is it's not her granny. It's
Yes.
her real dad's mom.
Yes. So the one that is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So she can talk to her over the phone. So who's been trying to call?
Her her grandma.
So they are trying to reach out to Maya. So Maya now can just let this happen. She could choose to let this happen and connect with them. Can you give her the courage, the heart, and the determination to do that?
Yes.
How can you do that? How will you do this? Subconscious.
I don't really know how to put it into words.
Okay. And how would it be in a metaphor? Could you say that it could be like sending a beam of light to her heart?
Well, yes.
Yes. And what color would that beam of light be?
Blue.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
So would you be able to send that beam of light, blue light, to her heart right now?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, subconscious. We may ask on all the blue avian energy and the archangel energy to make that blue light strong and powerful so that her heart keeps beating and she can find the strength to forgive. Are you all guys with me on this?
Yes.
Thank you. Maya would like to know if she has a romantic soulmate in this lifetime, or will she meet one?
No.
Would she have time for that before the flash?
No.
No. Would this happen after the flash?
It depends on if she stays on the new earth.
Okay. So if she stays on the new earth or if she decides to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hasn't made that decision yet? No. Um, okay. So I'm not going to ask you about the fall again because you already answered. Um, and I'm not going to ask about the overdose again because you also answered this. But we'd like to know at this point what will be the second part of a mission after the shift. Is she a lifesaver? Subconscious, could you tell us if Maya is a lifesaver?
It's like sometimes they like I feel the subconscious um like I'm just saying the words and I'm not thinking about it, but it's not doing it.
I didn't understand the last sentence. It's not what? It's not coming through?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should not, maybe that your subconscious doesn't want you to know at this time. So I'm calling back on the subconscious and asking another question. Um, when is what does it take for Maya to be ready for the shift?
forgiveness.
So she has to work on forgiveness so that she can be ready for the shift. When will she experience the shift? Will she experience the shift before or in December or after? When is her ascension?
I'm not getting anything.
Maybe you're not ready to know yet. Is it possible, subconscious, to give us a glimpse of what is going to take place for Maya in December? Like in the form of a flash or an insight? We would really appreciate it. Is there anything that you would let us know at this time?
I'm not getting anything.
Mm-hmm. No, let's move on. Maya would like to know what she does during her sleep that causes her not to remember her dreams. What first thought comes to mind to get the answer from the subconscious? And it is the first thing that comes to mind, or the first image, the first impression. So,
She's
uh-huh.
star.
Can you
She's with
repeat?
her. She's with her star family at night.
She's with her star family at night.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Can you give her a glimpse of her star family so she can have a visual?
Yes.
Can you see it? Can you see
Mm-hmm.
your family? Can you
Mm-hmm.
describe your family now?
They're pretty tall
Mm-hmm.
birds. They're blue and they look like a humanoid
Mm-hmm.
bird.
Beautiful. So subconscious, thank you for this glimpse. Can you tell us what what is happening, what is going to happen, when is the shift, the ascension is going to be like for Maya?
It'll be a relief.
That would be a big relief. How is she gonna, how is it gonna be for her? How is she gonna transition into a crystalline body? Before or after the solar flash? What is the impression? Is it gonna be before or after the solar flash?
The first thing I thought was before.
Before. Okay. Thank you, subconscious. Another question is, will Maya need to go to the med bed for her body to be restored? She won't need the med bed for the body to be restored? Will the ascension And the transformation to crystalline body would be sufficient?
That's what I feel.
Okay, so that's the answer. Uh, what does she need to do before the broadcast? What does she need to tell the people in her life?
She's tried to tell her
Yes,
parents and
yes.
there's people that aren't ready to hear it and aren't, awake.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna believe it until they see it.
Yes. And
So
once they see it, it's going to be different, right?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
there is really much she can do.
Yes. So she should not worry about it.
She just needs to be there afterwards.
She just needs to be there afterwards. So would you call that her second part of her mission or the first part of the mission?
I mean, I think it's still the first part because she's
Still before the shift. Yes, I understand. Um, why did she lose all of her friends this year? Should she contact Anna and make things right with her again, or should they go separate ways? Should she let it go? And what about her father and his side of the family? Should she contact them? Can you give her advice on all these relationships?
her friends don't match her vibration.
Okay, so that's why they're going separate ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And what about working on her father and his side of the family? What should she do?
Forgive.
Forgive. So we discussed that again. And it comes again that the key to everything to move on is to forgive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Could you tell Maya who her twin flame is?
I'm feeling it's my papa.
Papo. Papo was the twin flame and he's still connected to her. All right. Uh, should Maya talk more about the event, the ascension, and everything else more on social media instead of being afraid of what people think of her?
She could,
Yeah.
but
Would that serve a purpose?
she might reach a few people.
Mm-hmm. Is it worth the trouble?
I mean, yeah.
It's worth the trouble. Thank you, subconscious. Why did Brandon leave again? Why didn't he say anything to her?
He can't handle her.
He cannot handle her? Why cannot he handle her?
She, their soul age don't match, if that makes sense. She's
Okay.
more advanced than he is.
Oh, okay. So it's hard for him to keep up. Okay. And there's too much difference, so she cannot actually pull her to her. Is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And
Yes?
um, she knows this, but uh, they met online,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the wheelchair and stuff was overwhelming.
Oh, yeah.
And
I see.
he had his dad in his ear. His dad didn't want him to be with him.
All right. So that's what happens. But she doesn't have much time anyway, right? Before she needs to take care of everything to get ready for the ascension.
Hmm.
Yes. And it's work on forgiveness. Maya wonders if she should keep living at her parents or if she should try to move out on her own. Does it even matter at this point?
She needs to be there during the broadcast.
Oh, that matters then. Is that's the way she could run a mission about helping others, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Before we started this session, Maya wanted to know if she could see her papa and talk to him. She already talked with him in a few minutes ago. Is there more? Is there more of a message than Papa has for Maya at this time?
Can't wait to see her.
Oh, fantastic. Um, so he'll be waiting for you. He'll be waiting for her. Thank you, subconscious, for letting us know the message of Papa. Um, why can't Maya connect to source, to her spirit guides, to her star family, to her ancestors, to her higher self during meditation?
She's not doing shadow work,
Okay, so what is her shadow work?
dealing with everything she's been through.
Hmm. Have we made progress with the session? Yes? Thank you. And is so if she does the forgiveness work, is she gonna be able then to connect?
She'll be unblocked.
She'll be unblocked. So she needs to work the connection, the forgiveness with her father and with his family. And then she'll be freed.
Hmm.
All right, the blocks will disappear, dissolve, be gone. That is wonderful news. Who are her guides now? Can you tell her who her guides are?
I'm not getting anything.
All right, so this is not something she's supposed to know yet, except for Papo.
My
Uh-huh.
guardian,
Okay. What did you say?
he's her guardian angel.
He's her guardian angel. So we have confirmation that he's one of them. So, but we don't know, but we know that her star family must be part of that, her spirit council, right? Yeah, beautiful blue avian family. Um, can you help us a little bit about bringing more healing so that she become more able to connect at this time? Can you do some healing on that? Can we get the ask for the help of Archangel Raphael?
Yes, she's been
Yes,
connected with him a lot.
yes. So we're calling in Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael, we welcome you today. We need to get some healing for Maya so that she becomes more able to connect to source, to her spirit guides, to everybody from the other side, and with her higher self during meditation. Can you help us today? We would be so honored and so grateful. Subconscious, can you connect us with Archangel Raphael and tell us what he says?
He's been working with her
Mm-hmm.
already.
Yeah. Can we give a boost today?
Yes.
Yes. Um, how long would it take to make this happen?
Not long.
Will it happen before the broadcast?
Most likely.
Can you repeat?
Most likely.
Okay, so that's not in. How long do we have before the broadcast?
Not very long.
Not very long. So
He's
you're gonna give a boost on working on the unblocking the blocks, right?
yes.
Thank you. Thank you, subconscious. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Your work is very much appreciated. Um, so now Maya would like to know more about her star family and how she fits into it. If she's a blue avian, what would she choose to incarnate into uh, third dimension density, since there is very high density and dimensional level where she comes from?
The best way to fix Earth is to incarnate into it.
Mm-hmm. Can they speak through her or give her a message right now?
They're with her.
They're with her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And they love her. And they're proud.
they're with her, they love her, and they're proud.
And I am too.
Mm-hmm.
She's been through a lot.
Yeah, so subconscious, you're proud of her too. Me too. She is such an amazing woman. She's been through so much. So at this point, besides the forgiveness, what does she need to be doing from now on until the shift?
She needs to stop smoking.
Oh, what does it do to her?
It's just not healthy.
Not healthy. So how can you help her? Because it's not easy to stop smoking sometimes. Can you help her stop smoking?
Yes.
How? Is that light work also? Light energy work would help?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Oh, can you do it during the session for this?
Yes.
All right. So as you're doing this work to help her stop smoking, is it possible to continue to ask you questions?
Yes.
Okay. Is it possible, that's a question that Maya would like to know, is it possible for you, subconscious, to reset her system as if she had never taken pet medication, like cleansing her body from these pen meds? She doesn't want to be on the meds anymore, and she can't get off them by herself because it kill her. So should she go to rehab?
There's not going to be enough time for rehab.
Uh-huh. But she feels like it's the only thing holding her back and the only thing she's afraid of. Is that true?
Yes, but everyone has some vices.
Yes. Would the shift and clear that problem?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Is
She won't need,
she won't need them anymore, and she'll be able to stop cold turkey then, right?
yeah, when she leaves this body.
Yes. Is addiction one of the things she had to overcome in this life?
Yes.
Okay, so she had to work with addiction and forgiveness.
Hmm.
Yes. Why does she get addicted to everything so easily?
Because that's one of her lessons.
Uh-huh. Has she done a good job controlling her addictions?
Yes.
Yes. So the only thing she needs to improve now is a forgiveness lesson, right?
Hmm. And smoking.
And smoking. Oh, that's smoking. That's another addiction. So once smoking is over, but is it going to be over by the end of this session? Is it possible?
She'll have to try to.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it done. So it would be great if it could be done.
I'll work with her though.
Okay, please, please do. Is being alone one of the things she chose to learn in this life?
Not, well,
Or is it a matter of not having enough time?
it's really the, the last year that she's felt this alone because she's lost everybody, almost everyone.
Mm-hmm. That's part of her lessons, other lessons to be able to deal with abandonment.
Definitely.
Okay, she has a lot of lessons. She's very ambitious in this lifetime.
Yes, yes, she is.
Yes,
She took
incredible.
on,
The violence, the trauma, the forgiveness, the abandonment, the addictions, that's a lot of lessons, and she's overcome most of them. I
she
understand
wanted,
now. Yes?
she wanted her last life to
Y-
be challenging.
Yeah. Well, I understand now where you're proud of her. You can be proud of her subconscious.
Yes, I
Y-
am.
That's really cool because not everybody is able to take on all the things she's taking on.
She don't give herself enough credit.
I can tell. I can tell. And I'd like her to hear in this recording how much merit she has to take on so much. She can do that because she's a blue avian, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah. She had that question, but I have a feeling you already answered, but I'm going to ask it again. Why did her life go completely downhill this past year? Why did she lose everything? She lost everything and everyone. She feels so alone. Can you just give her a summary again of all the things you said about answering that question, please, subconscious?
Her awakening.
Oh, big time, yes? Mm-hmm.
Yes, she, bless her heart, but the people that she's lost really aren't lost causes. Most of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And she's still connected to the person that matters. She's still connected to Papa, so it's not a problem.
Yeah.
So she has to, she forgave Granny today. and she needs to forget her dad, and she needs to forget his family. And with that, she already accomplished a lot. And you helping her with the cigarette stuff.
Mm.
So she also learned about the addiction to painkillers. So she has done accomplished a lot. Um, and she's not alone now. She knows she's not alone. Can you tell her again how she's not alone?
You have a whole team.
Oh, like, how big is her team?
She has her star family. She has a lot of people on her side. A
Yeah.
lot of people on her side.
What number comes to mind?
7.
7? 7 plus the family. So that's a lot of, that's a big team.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay, subconscious. Thank you so much for this input. But now I have a challenge for you. I would like to know if you can heal her left arm and make her bones stronger and stop the pain. Is that possible?
She won't be in this body much longer.
Yes. So, so you think it's not worth bothering about that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So very
She
short. Yes.
she she's lived with it for a year. It's not.
Uh-huh. So she should not focus on it. She should just know that she's not going to bother with his body for a long time. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh-huh. Okay, now Maya would like to know how her granny is doing. Where is she right now? Is she with her papa?
They're reunited.
They're reunited?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So what are they doing on the other side?
They have separate um,
Missions?
missions and jobs and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Will they be on the new earth with her, or are they going to continue to work behind the veil?
I know they will be connected. I'm not sure if they'll be re reincarnated
Okay.
on,
Plus, plus,
but
plus, we don't know
it,
what Maya has decided about going to New Earth or going home.
yes.
Yes, but they stay connected no matter what. Is
Mm-hmm.
uh-huh. Yeah, so she has that question. Will she stay on the New Earth or will she go back with her star family?
It's up to her.
It's up to her. Yeah, you've said it already a couple of times, so she needs to remember that it's up to her. Maya wants to thank Dolores Cannon for saving her and changing her life. Can you connect her with Dolores Cannon?
She said thank you for carrying on her legacy and appreciating her work.
We do appreciate her work very much. It's helping people and it's wonderful.
Yes.
And we thank her also for introducing that flexibility about being able to do this online, as she said in our last message in July.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to this and a blessing, we've been able to help a lot more people.
Yes.
And we thank Joanne for her communication and supporting the work of light workers.
She's a big part in this.
Yes, a big part, a big part. And we're very thankful. She helped me go into this myself.
Amaya wishes she had more time and she found it sooner.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But now we are connected as a big family of light saves workers.
Yes.
Yes. And we all supporting each other.
Mm-hmm.
Maya would like to know what she can do for Sophie as an energy exchange for this session. Is there anything she needs to know from her?
I'm not getting anything.
It's fine. Is there anything Maya can tell her Aunt Rhonda for closure about Randy and Ryan? Will Ryan ever forgive her? Please work with him. She needs him.
It was a part of her life contract.
Mm-hmm.
But we
Yeah.
all working with him.
Mm-hmm. So what to expect from this?
I can't really get anything on her.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. Thank you, subconscious. Maya would like to know who in her life is a part of her soul family.
Alright, Rhonda and her Peppa.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Should she trust Tyra? Does she really care about her?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Are they related as a soul? Are they in the soul family related or just for this lifetime?
They teamed up to work together with their awakenings before this incarnation.
So they work together as blue avians?
No, no. Um, like when you plan your life, you plan
Oh,
every. They plan to meet at this time.
oh, so they make that plan in the life contracts.
Mm.
Okay. Now going back and in retrospectively in this lifetime, is Maya the reason her parents got their stuff together?
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Was it part of her life mission?
yes.
Another one. Um, she would like to know what is wrong with her brother and does he dislike, why does she dislike him so much?
She re- she resents him.
Oh, so she needs to forgive him too?
He she she would like to say that it's because he's spoiled and stuff, but really it's because he he got the parents that she didn't get to have when she was little.
Oh, so there is some kind of envy in there?
Yes,
Yes. And how can we get over that?
she has to let it go
Mm-hmm. Let it
and
go.
realize that she needs to worry about now and the relationship now.
Yeah. Plus, all these things that happen in her life were important.
Hmm.
They were important for her to realize certain things or accomplish certain part of a mission.
Yes,
She needs to understand that her mission is different than her brother's mission.
it is. He's a
Yeah,
young.
he's a young soul and he's different.
Yes.
Yeah. So, will Maya's family shift too?
Yes, and really it's because of her.
So, they're all going to follow along. They're going to remember when it's time what she told them about everything.
She changed their hearts,
Mm.
and she's going to be there during the broadcast,
Uh-huh.
and she's helped her whole family.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you, subconscious, for letting her see that. There is a question that Maya had for a while. Um, she wonders if she has had a walk-in, because if not, she wondered why she changed so much since she was a kid. Maya said that she is the complete opposite of how she used to be. So, is it a walk-in or is it something else?
No, it's really just trauma
Trauma. Yeah.
and
So,
growing up.
mm-hmm. Trauma changed her.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Last question is, why does Kyle treat her the way he does?
He just wants to be loved, and he'll do anything for the girl that he's with at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He just honest. I know she don't want to hear this, but he just really doesn't care.
So he's a narcissist,
Selfish.
selfish, self-centered.
Hmm.
Yeah. So he cannot really connect with people.
She needs to let him go.
Uh-huh. Okay. Thank you, subconscious. So she will know. Um, I would like to ask, why is it that Maya is having a session with me today?
Fate. And we led you to each other.
Yes.
Work good together.
Can you repeat again because it was breaking?
We knew that you would work good together.
Mm-hmm. And how is that? Because there are many practitioners out there. So why is it that she would connect better with me?
Y'all are both from Syria.
We're both from Sirius?
Hmm.
Okay. So we are star related.
Hmm.
Have we worked together in the past?
I don't think so.
Yes. So we're just recognize each other as star seeds from the same area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm very honored to have met her today. And is there anything else I could do for her today in this session, subconscious?
I think she's set. She's
She
good.
she's good. I'm so delighted. Is there anything that I or she didn't ask today that you would like to tell her?
If she doesn't have long
Yeah.
left, just keep going.
Yes. Did we achieve enough healing for her to go through the broadcast and the shift today?
Yes.
That's wonderful news. Thank you very much, subconscious. And
Thank
thank
you.
you also to everybody that came and helped today. The spirit team, and Archangel Raphael for the healing work that he's been doing constantly. We are so grateful. And the Star family for connecting and staying connected with Maya all this time.
Thank
So
you for working.
it was a pleasure. Now I'm asking the subconscious and all other entities to recede to where they belong with much love and much thanks for the help and information they have been giving Maya today. I know she's really going to appreciate it. Thank you very much again.